Hey coin collectors, it's DC on the Big D looking at the 1959 Washington quarter from the United States of America. And we see we've got two of them here. And that's interesting. Why do we only have two when we usually have the Philly, the Denver, and the San Francisco Mint quarters? That's because there was no coins made at the San Francisco Mint in 1959. So there's no quarters. There's no San Francisco Mint dimes. There's no San Francisco Mint pennies. No San Francisco Mint nickels. And no San Francisco Mint half dollars. So what's the big deal with the 1959s? Well, there is a type A and a type B reverse, and that's when on some of these coins from 1956 to 1964, they put the proof reverse on them. Let's see if either one of these is, oh, that's pretty close, isn't it? So what happened was that the U.S. Mint put a proof reverse on the back rather than the regular reverse. But this one looks a little bit, well, a little bit too smooth for that, I think. It certainly is shiny and it certainly is beautiful. And this, of course, if we look down here, is the Philadelphia Mint, a coin, because there's nothing underneath the olive branches at the bottom. So it says United States of America at the top, E pluribus unum here. We see the eagle holding some arrows with a ribbon across the center of the arrows, and the tail of the eagle, tail feathers way down here. Again, the olive branches, and then way down at the bottom it says $quarter, and you can see this is a beautiful coin. This, of course, is the 90% silver from 1959. They had not changed it yet. Then we get to the front. It says Liberty at the top, George Washington facing to the left, and you can see a couple dings there from other quarters hitting it at the mint. Then In God We Trust here in 1959, we're getting some nice patina. If you find any like this, keep them. Don't clean them or anything. The collectors love these, especially if they start to cover up the coin. It really improves the value. Now this one here, this has some kind of spots on it, not great patina, but it does have the D on the back. At the Denver Mint in 1959, they made 62 million of these. At the Philadelphia Mint in 1969, they made 25.5 million, and they also made a number of what they call the Type B reverse with the proof reverse on them, and those are not hugely valuable, but unless you get them up into the MS65, where the MS65 of this coin with the Type B reverse or the proof reverse is worth $65, whereas this coin here at MS65 is only worth about $26. So there is a big difference. Now I said they're 90% silver. In 1959 is getting close to the end, because in 1965, of course, they produced, the United States put the Federal Currency Act of 1965, eliminating silver from all coins, circulating coins, except they let the half stay on for a little while, and then later on, some of the Eisenhowers had some silver in them. All right. What other coins did they make in 1959? Well, of course, they made the nickels. And these nickels, the mint mark will be on the back. So this is the Denver, and this is the Philadelphia Mint from 1959. They made the pennies, and that'll be right on the front. No mark for the Philadelphia Mint, and D for the Denver Mint. Again, no San Francisco Mint pennies in 1959. They made the dimes, but again, we got to go to the back of the dime to get that. And right there is where we'll find on this one, you can see there's a D for Denver, and on this one there's nothing on it. So remember, D or nothing. And then of course they made the Franklin half, one of the last few years of the Franklin half. They stopped making it in 63, and in 64 they came out with the Kennedy half. Franklin half says Liberty at the top, In God We Trust underneath Franklin. He's facing to the right. It says 1959. Franklin's not worried. He's on the $100 bills, so he's doing fine. This again is silver, but this is worth a lot of money, 10 or 12 bucks just in silver alone. It says United States of America at the top. There's a D for Denver there, and that's where there won't be anything for the Philadelphia Mint. And again, no S's. If you get a really good one of these, you can actually read the words on here. We got the War Eagle over here. We got the E pluribus unum. We got the bell clanger or clapper here, and then it says $half at the bottom. So what are these worth just in the shape that these are in right now? Well, at MS65, this one's worth about $26, and this is pretty darn close. I mean, it's a little bit scratchy, but not too bad. And one of the things we need to look at if we want to see to get it up is the feathers on the eagle. In 1959, they didn't do a great job with the feathers on the eagle, but this probably won't make it up to MS65. It's an MS60 or over, but MS60 only gets me up to $8 or $10. What about this one here? Nah, this is not really any better. So this one again is worth probably $7 or $8. Minimum of $5 for these because they have $4 and what, depending on the market, $4.30, $4.50 worth of silver alone in them. And there's one last coin that they used in 1959, which we haven't talked about, and that was in some states, especially out west, Montana, sometimes Nevada, they still use the silver dollars. Now, the last silver dollars were minted in the 1930s, but Montana, the silver state, and a big silver making state, in Nevada, a big silver making state, tried to keep these around if they could. And this is, of course, a peace dollar from 1922, which you still could use to buy stuff in 1959, but most people didn't. And when they did see them, they took them home and kept them. All right, well, that's all we have today from the Big D Coin Channel. Look for these 1959 U.S. quarters. Turn them over and look on the back and see if it's got the mint mark. And then look on the back and see if it might be a more expensive Type B proof reverse die. Have a great day from Big D Coins.